Hey everyone! Today's video is going to be a little bit different and honestly really fun because we are trying out the new XTOOL M2 machine. If you're not familiar with it, it's a laser machine that can cut, engrave, and even print on so many different materials, which opens up infinite possibilities for crafting and paper crafting specifically, which is what I love. So instead of doing a super technical review, I want to approach this from a crafter's perspective and show you some of my ideas. These ideas can be adapted to your own niches as well. Now, this is my first time using this machine, so I hope you guys give me some grace as I figure it out in front of you guys. But hey, maybe this will be a more authentic and real review of this product then. Another cool thing about this is there are so many files online that you can purchase for a great deal if you need some ideas, which brings us to idea number one. I saw a ton of stamps. Now, this is so cool because you can create stamps with many different materials, engrave on the rubber and make rubber stamps. You can find files on Etsy for wood stamps and then create your own design, etc., etc. Now, because I'm in the junk journaling industry, I really wanted to create some shallow texture stamps. So for this, I was going to use some wood and resize them as needed and make some shallow stamps by using the engraving feature and then the cutting feature to cut those out. It was really cool watching, and for some of this, this is the actual speed, but for the cutting out part, I sped it up a little bit because that is the part I think that takes the longest. And I thought it was really cool. It's really satisfying to watch. My favorite thing about this process, and this was one of my first projects, was how customizable everything was. I had complete control of sizing, spacing, and design details. And because this machine cuts so precisely, the finished stencils looked just really clean. Did give them a go on some handmade paper. I just added some paint and then put them on the piece of paper. I thought it turned out good. It's kind of what I was going for with that grungy effect. But again, there's like infinite possibilities and many different types of stamps that you can do. This works really well into idea number two, which is stencils. Again, lots of fun ideas on Etsy, and I wanted to make some tag stencils and I forgot to film the process. So here's how they turned out. You get that instant gratification of seeing them. They were so much fun. The idea behind these was that I could use them as a stencil on the outside to help cut out shapes, and then I could add texture paste or paint to fill in those gaps to create just a unique texture on top of the tag, like a stencil. So that was really fun, and I thought it turned out really cute. I obviously didn't press down hard enough on this one, but I thought it was beautiful. Here's another one that I made using texture paste, and then I of course added on some extra little details. That is the stencil I used for that one. I don't know. This was just fun, and it gives me a lot more possibilities in my crafting, which I appreciate. I'm always looking for fun and new ideas. I finished the red tag off by adding some of that paper that I had used the shallow stamps on as kind of just a decorative feature and adding a sticker. And just like that, I had some unique tags that I love. Idea number three is so cool in my opinion. You can print on wood. You can pretty much print color on almost any material, but the wood was one of my favorites, and so I found a vintage image that I loved. I printed it on wood. Now, to be fair, I did choose more neutral color, so it doesn't really showcase, but it can get quite vivid. And before I moved the file, I went ahead and also added a quick cut line, switched out the printer heads, and came out with this gorgeous little piece. And we are actually going to use that bird oval on a journal. So this is idea number four, and that is to make a journal. There are so many possibilities with this one, and I love it. So you can engrave on those little leather journals, you can do cool cutout features, you can create like framed journal covers, and so much more. I think it's so cool to see all of those possibilities. Since I am demonstrating a lot of different ideas, I kept mine pretty simple and literally just cut out two rectangles using XTOOL's software. So this will come up later in the video, but that is my journal base. Idea number five is decorative cutouts and frames. I wanted to create some decorative cutouts. I made this little scalloped decal frame that I actually want to use later in this video. It's going to go on the journal cover. So I put the file in, got everything set up, And this is where the precision of the machine really stood out to me because of the intricate cuts that would be impossible to do by hand, especially considering that it's wood. And since the cuts are digital, once you make the design once, you can reuse it for future projects if you save it. To me, the possibilities of this one are endless, whether you use paper or wood or other materials. And here's what it looks like. We're going to put the little bird inside of that frame. I was gonna make a journal. I figured some custom fabric would be awesome. So I chose the design, got that ready, and we're gonna print that. Yes, this can print on fabric. This amazed me. I love this. I have not, okay, I don't have a lot of pictures because I think this is a newer feature and I think it works pretty well. I ended up using canvas, so that's gonna not pick up ink as well. But if you use solid white fabric, I think it would be bright. I've seen some people make some scrunchies using plain white fabric and then they printed their own design and it was very vivid, very bright. I thought that was pretty cool. The canvas isn't going to pick up the color as well, and that is totally okay. That is what I'm going for because I like the faded, vintagey look, and I love canvas. I think it was going to work really great for the junk journal cover. Also, super satisfying to kind of speed up and show that process. Just a pretty floral print, and it turned out so good. A little side note for you about the XTOOL is that it can actually cut out fabric as well. And felt, it can cut out felt. So that's amazing. I think that was really cool, and I have some fun projects already forming in my mind of some things I want to do with that. But here's the fabric. I thought it was cute. I'm ready to move on. Idea number 7 is stickers and cutouts. So this machine can kind of act like a Cricut. Since I already create a lot of printable designs and digital artwork, this felt like the perfect use for that. So I found some of my favorite designs, imported into the software, adjusted, and watched it print. Now, here's the little caveat here. This part was really tricky for me. I don't know. I accidentally changed the settings and was not able to figure out what to do to cut them out. But I've seen so many other creators and other people figure out how to cut the stickers. So I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I told you I was going to give an honest review, and this part was a little tricky for me, but I do know it's possible. For idea 8, I couldn't really decide on one direction I wanted to go because there really are so many possibilities. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. No matter what you're into, there is likely a plethora of different things that you can make and be creative with this machine. It's also amazing because it literally works on so many different materials. You can print, cut, engrave, score, everything. And I just love that. XTool themselves actually have a ton of free files. You can design your own. You can purchase some on Etsy or other websites, and it's just amazing. And before I forget, I want to show you the finished journal that I created using a few of the different elements I made with the XTool. We used that scallop frame, the oval, the printed fabric, and of course those rectangles that we used as the journal covers, the base for those. And then I added some fun handmade paper on the inside, and I adore how this turned out. I think it was beautiful, and I can't wait to make another. Okay, my final and honest thoughts. Overall, loved the machine. So fun for anyone who likes creating things by hand, and I'm really impressed by the variety of projects it can handle. I did find it pretty user-friendly overall, but there were a few things that didn't go smoothly as I was expecting, so that was a little bit of a bummer, and it took a while to figure out. The good news is Xtool has a lot of support, and you can reach out to them, and once you figure something out, it's pretty easy to remember once you've learned. So if you've been thinking about picking up an M2 or one of Xtool's many other machines, I do have a link for you below. There is a sale running right now through June 2nd, 2026, so it could be a great time to take a look. If you decide it's the right fit for you, using my link is a simple way to support the channel, and I super appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye.